Hey, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss about the function parameters and arguments. Okay. Until now, the functions which we have been writing so far do not take any sort of input from us, right? So if I just go here and use the built-in function, which is print, and here, as you can see, print takes some sort of a value, something like hello. Okay. And now if I just run the program, as you can see, hello is being printed out here. So print is the built-in function which is taking some sort of a input, right? So how we can create our own functions that can take some sort of an input, and depending on the input, we will get some sort of a output. Okay, so let's see that in action. So to get some sort of an input inside of the function, we have to use the function arguments or the parameters. Okay, so arguments, the information can be passed into functions as arguments. Okay, arguments are specified after the function name inside the parenthesis. You can add as many arguments as you want, just separate them with a comma. Okay, so now let's write a simple greet function. So def greet, and inside of that we can take a name, okay, colon, and here we can print something like this: print hi there, comma, and then we can add the f strings here. Okay, name. All right, now we have to call the function, so let's call greet. All right, so this is how we can take the parameters inside of a function. Now I want to print like, hey, hi there, John, or something like that. So how we can do that? So first of all, let's run the program right now and see what happens. So as you can see, we are getting an error, and this is the type error. The greet function missing one required positional argument called name. Okay, so when we are calling the function, what we have to do, we have to pass some sort of data. Currently we are passing the name, so let's do something like this. So John. Okay, now if I run the program, as you can see, we are getting hi there, John, and we can do something like this. So in the next line, Jane, or something like Sarah. Let's do something like what we can do. Okay, let's do these three for right now. All right, run the program. As you can see, now we are getting hi there John, hi there Jane, hi there Sarah. So depending on this name input, we are getting the output. Okay, so this is how we can use the function parameters. And here we can take multiple things as well. So we can do something like name and age or something like that. Okay, currently we are not doing that. I will show that to you in a moment. All right, so this is a simple function which takes the parameter. Now in this video, I have been talking about parameters and arguments. Okay, so here we have to discuss what exactly is a parameter and what exactly is an argument. Okay, the terms parameter and argument can be used for the same thing, the information that are passed into the function. Okay, from a function's perspective, a parameter is the variable listed inside the parenthesis in the function definition. Okay, an argument is the actual value that is sent to the function when it is called. All right, so what exactly do I mean? So this name acts as a variable inside of the scope of the function, which is very important. So for example, if I do something like this, I am outside of the function. That is why I am not indented inside of the function anymore. Okay, and I can just do something like print and do name. Okay, as you can see, Python is giving me some errors. Okay, here like, hey, could not find the name. But here we are not getting any sort of errors. And also when I run the program, as you can see, the name is not defined. Okay, So you have to keep in mind the function parameters are the variables which are accessible inside the function. These variables are not accessible outside of the function. Okay. So now let's discuss about the parameter and the arguments. So what exactly is this? So this name, if I just comment out this one, name is a parameter. Okay. And the things which we are passing while calling the function is the argument. So here I can do something like this. John, also with the string, basically the string John is the argument. Okay, I hope that is clear. So when we are declaring this function, we are taking some sort of data. These data is the parameters of the function. And whenever we are calling the function, we are giving some sort of data inside of the functions, right? And these data are called the argument. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now let's see how we can take multiple arguments here. So let's define a very simple function. So that some nums, here we can add two numbers. So num1 and num2. Okay. All right. And here what we can do, we can just return num1 plus num2. All right. Right? So this is a very simple function. And here, as you can see, we are taking multiple parameters. So num1 is a parameter, num2 is a parameter as well. So instead of num1 and num2, we can do something like a and b as well. But right now, as you can see, these things, the a and the b, are not descriptive enough. So I will get back to the num1 and num2. These num1 and num2 are more descriptive, right? Okay. All right. Now, while calling the function, what we have to do, we have to pass the num1 and num2. Okay. So sum nums. Okay. All right. Let's do 5 comma 6. Okay. Here, while passing the arguments here, we have to comma separate them. So the 5 will represent the num1 here, and the 6 will represent the num2 inside of the function. Okay. All right. So now run the program. Okay, we are not getting any sort of outputs. So first of all, what I'll do, I'll just comment out these ones, and we have to print out the value or something like result equals to something like this. And here I can just print the result. All right. I hope that makes sense. So now we are getting 11. Okay. Now we can do minus as well. So minus, if I just do that, we are getting -1. Okay. So the representation of num1 and num2 matters here, right? So if I just swap out something like num2 is the first argument or the parameter, and here we can do num1. So now the whole function definition is changed. Now we are getting only +1. Okay. So in that way, you have to be very careful while taking up the inputs inside of your functions. Okay. So I will get back to num1 and num2. Okay. And in that way, we can have the multiple parameters inside of a function. We can add as many parameters as we want. Okay. So here, number of arguments. By default, a function must be called with the correct number of arguments. So what do I mean by that? If I just call with something like this, 5 and nothing, okay, or let's do something like this basically, and run the program, we will get an error. Okay. the sum nums missing one required positional argument, which is the num2. It is saying us like, hey, you have passed the num1, but you didn't pass the num2. So you have to give me the num2 as well. So let's do 8. Okay. Run the program right now. We are getting -3 here. So I will just go with plus here. Okay. So all right. So this is the function parameters and arguments in Python.